Hello everyone, it's the conspirator here today. As I am very lazy, I will be doing podcasts with images for a while. Now, in today's episode, we will be talking about something I am very passionate about. That is why today's episode is called Digital Delusions. Many people will say to me I am crazy. However, you have to ask yourself, if the power was to go out, how would you survive? Ask yourself this question right now. How much money do you have? Now, ask yourself, how much real money do you have? Now, real money, if you don't know what I'm referring to, is, well, in best terms, real money. However, since there is a tier list, I will explain it that way. First, the lowest on the tier list is bills, be they cotton or polymore. This is the lowest on the list, as this is still government funny money. Now, everyone on this channel knows my stance on government funny money, but if you don't know, well, I will tell you a brief summary. I think the government's money is not funny because of its colors, but because of what it's backed by, which, you guess it, is nothing. I digress, though. Secondly on the list is coins. Now, the reason for this is at least in a coin, you got some metals. So if things got really bad, you can melt them down. However, it's still not higher because, again, it's just a tiny step up from government funny money. Third on the list are precious metals like gold, silver, copper, and even nickel. Now, I'm a big fan of having your own silver hoard. However, it still won't save you in the very long run. Now, the highest tier currency is anything physical. Now, you could say, but conspirator, is physical cash not physical? Yes, but this is on a different level of physical. The physical things I'm referring to are things you can use for survival. For example, what do you have food-wise? If it is all frozen food, well, you're not gonna last long. Now, if it were up to me, I would say you should have 1 year's worth of canned non-perishable food at any given time, as well as seeds, so you can grow some food in the event of an apocalypse. Here's a tip for you, all to remember. Get seeds that will actually grow in your area. Now that is out of the way, here are some other things you definitely will want to get. A water purifier, as without water, you're gonna be dead. Moving on to the topic of weapons. Now, depending on the type of apocalypse you are facing, it will be a little different. Personally, I say, though, that having multiple purpose gear, be it anything like weapons, should be used. Now, a baseball bat seems like a decent idea. However, it's not too useful later on. A knife is okay. However, it seems like a very short range kind of weapon. Now, I would suggest buying yourself a hatchet or some kind, as you could use it for a decent weapon and a good wood collector. Now, if you want a ranged weapon, depending on where you live, that might be a little difficult. Most places, however, allow crossbows. Now, only a crossbow or bow might not work for everyone, but it is a start. If you can't get a crossbow, considering getting yourself things like a flare gun. If you can't do that, consider getting fireworks, as well as a book on chemistry, and some common household chemicals. Now, I'm not saying to break the Geneva Convention here, though, however, you might need to. The stuff that you own digitally is meaningless in the event of emergency or coming apocalypse, so remember these 2 words: Digital Delusions.